Can it be I've been away too long? These petty people be wishing I was gone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio.com. My name's Latherial Phillips, and I am the host of the Petty Roast Show. Welcome, welcome. Bask in my glory. It is Friday, October 2nd, 2020. This is a special show. Special show for a lot of reasons. Really, it was going to be a special show because Monday is my birthday. So anybody that's listening in, you on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, send me a happy birthday. Shout out. My cash app is cereal_Latherial. I will send it later. But nevertheless, how you guys doing? I'm sorry, eating potato chips. I'm hungry. I don't know if this is proper camera etiquette. But
that's okay.
It's not. I don't want to be the first one to do it, but let me finish these last two chips and I'll be good. So, again, birthday this Saturday, and on Instagram, Saturday night, I will be hosting ATL Digital Comedy at 7 p.m. Central Time. But, following after that will be the roast of Latherial Phillips. I will finally get my roast. Now, when I get roasted, it's going to be by some guys that's very official. I thought I said horrible stuff. I thought I was like, I know I'm better than Jeff Ross, but that's neither here or there. But these guys are like piranhas. Shout out to the roast room. My fellas, how you doing? But this Saturday coming up, Our Def Digital Comedy, 7 p.m. Central. I will be hosting. It'll be a stand up it'll be a 15-minute stand up. Then I will get some questions and answers, and I will get some answers and some questions. But nevertheless, how you guys doing this Friday? What's going on? What's going on in the world? Well, I got one chip left. I'm trying my best not to eat none. Unless I make a pivotal point that I might need to pop a chip because it might sound cool. But
you get the laugh track ready.
Okay. And I got a laugh track. Shout out. Oh, first, before I start talking, I'd like to thank my followers. Anybody that's following the Petty Roast Show or Ferguson USA HotTalkRadio.com. I'd like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I've been doing this for 4.5 years, and I can't say I'm doing bad. I can't say I'm doing good, but we're consistent. We're doing our best, and we're moving up. We're gaining grounds. We're doing what we can. Again, I'd like to thank everybody that following me for a couple of years. They want to get your funny on. I'm like the how do you say it? An action hero, a real life action hero. I'm just a joker. I'm just a joker. I'm not what Batman chased in Gotham, but somewhere along the line, there's a prankster. I would like to make people laugh, like to make people happy, like to make people feel good about themselves. So when you turn into the Petty Roast Show, most time that's my whole agenda, that's my goal, that's my God-given conquest. But sometimes we have topics that we can't, we have to touch on, we have to take it there sometimes to speak on it, and the show might get grim and bleak and dreary, but here and there, we still try to inform and energize. That's my phrase, inform and energize. That's what I'm going to use. So, with that being said, again, one more time, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to Ferguson USA HotTalkRadio.com, following, the other shows, following my show. We won't be here without you guys. Somebody's listening, somebody wants to see us, somebody want to hear us, somebody, thrive for this. And whoever thrives for this, we will make sure that, we give you more going. We're your drugs. We're your drugs, and we hope that you're addicted to us. But again, it's been a interesting weekend. What's that weekend? Week. All let's just say all week we were waiting for the great debate. The great debate. Between Joe Biden, presidential nominee, and current president Donald Trump. So Tuesday they had the one-on-one face-off. I've never, in my history of being 70% water, let alone human, and little extraterrestrial, but that's neither here nor there. Not in my 70% water, not since I've been on this biological planet, they call Earth, have I heard a debate like this. And I was thinking, like, did Richard Nixon debate, can't think of his name. I was thinking about the Republicans debate. I'm thinking about Ronald Reagan. I saw George Bush. I saw both Bushes. And when they were debating, it was kind of like, if you let me say it, I'm not judging a party. I'm not claiming a party right now. But if you let me say it, how they was talking back then, in the way, in the way the world was and how the society was going, you can see people swing towards the side of Republican, or how you say conservative, for the fact of a better life. And the thing is, for conservatives, it's cool, but for people just on the fence, just looking in, it's kind of, so I can see how people are like, okay, well, what, I'm having this trouble over here, I might as well go over there. It's not so much I want to. It's like, you think about your family, you think about your structure, you think about your upbringing, all this or whatever. And a lot of parties decide are based on individuality or who you are, and some people are scared to actually stick to their parties or cross over to their parties. But what up, Cam? But people, how you say they're basically on the fence. But this right here, this debate lets you know that it's not no fence. It's like it was clean cut. I don't know what else to say when he asked him the most pivotal question of all. Will you denounce the white supremacy and the factions behind it? And he would say, yeah, I would tell them to stand down, but stand by. And I'm sitting up there looking like, yo, this is the times that, when you're in the hood, when you're around your friends, you say stuff and, you be like, no, this did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just say that. Oh my goodness. And it was so blankly oblivious and obvious. It's like, okay. You can't even get mad. It's like, okay. It's like, all thing you can do is just vote. Just vote. Just vote, vote hard. Vote, learn quickly of who you got to deal with. Learn your politicians. Learn your upcoming mayors. Learn your current senators. Learn your governors. Learn all these federal people's names. And judges. Judges, really judges. if not federal judges, your local judges. Um, if you ever been to jail and you seen this particular judge twice and they gave you a break, okay, cool. Vote for him again. But you see this judge and they kind of threw the book at you a little bit and did this to you. Okay, well, okay, no, hey, I don't want this guy. I want somebody who's going to appease my criminalism. That's but what I'm saying is a lot of stuff's about to change. So by Trump in this debate, whatever, basically, he just told everybody in one line. It's like he got up there, he rapped, he dropped the mic, boom, just I'm done. And people that stand there dumbfounded, like that was the dopest freestyle that we could come across. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, why could you not believe he'll say some stuff like that? I mean, he basically said what he's going to say. Donald Trump wasn't going for 3 debates. I'm surprised he did the one. He had to do the one to show something. He's like, you know what? If I got to go out, I'm going out the Full Metal Jacket style. Reverse suicide to do it down. He said, I'm going to say this. I'm going to put it out there. Yeah, when he asked me questions, I know not to answer certain questions honestly and brutally, but stand down, stand by. That's it. Then we get into the mild stuff. Start hitting with the COVID, with the cases going on. A lot of people died on Donald Trump's watch as far as what's going on with the COVID. But at the same time, he don't want to acknowledge the fact that they died. He'd rather go with the H1N1. He'd rather go with the swine flu. It's like, well, this many people died when Barack Obama and Joe Biden was in office. Like, yeah, we had a couple thousand people die. Like, yeah, but you had tens of times. Your death totals in the millions. Where we got Barack Obama and Joe Biden had 1 comma. You got 2 commas. I mean, 2 commas is big. Big comma. Look, if you ask somebody right now, I say I need some money. They ask you, would you want 1 comma or 2 commas? Okay. Despite the situation, you want to say 2 commas, but you're gonna like, you know what? What are you talking about? I mean, he say no string attached, or she say no string attached. You get anything you want. Nothing, no whatever. 1 comma, 2 comma. Okay, then that's the case. Then give me that too. I don't care what number's in front of the second comma. I won't care. But he actually talking about the mask, talking about, well, Biden wears his mask all the time, It's like he's always in public, I feel like if I'm practicing social distance, I'm not around nobody, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, yada, bada boom, bada bing. And it's like, okay, you're right, you don't have to practice social, you don't have to too much wear a mask. And it's like, some areas, in certain cases, it's kind of crazy to sit around by yourself wearing a mask. The stuff is airborne, but it's not like it's a dark cloud of COVID just hanging over you or whatever. This coming from medical professional. I work in the medical field. I'm not a doctor or nothing like that. I don't even play one on television yet. But, I do have a lot of knowledge. So with this being said, it's not no dark cloud of COVID just hanging over your head. And it's like, you don't have to just sit by yourself and just wear your mask. Unless you just Dr. Doom and you're plotting on your next scheme on how to rule the world and destroy the Fantastic Four. Other than that, you do not need to wear a mask to cover the raw flesh. A regular ugliest brother with jokes that's gorgeous. You don't need to sit around and look like that. But he was talking about Biden to the point where, okay, you got his mask on. He does this everywhere he goes. He have a mask. He has an interview with a mask. He talks to his people with a mask. He don't shake hands. I do all this stuff. But I thought. Then he goes into, well, let's talking about Biden's son. He's a cokehead. He's on drugs. He's done this and done that. That's why we need. That's why Obamacare. This. I don't know how Obamacare and drugs came about, because I figured like you can't get drugs on Obamacare. It's like, it's not Like, you know what? I got an Obamacare card. I can go anywhere in the city and get a bag of heroin. You know what? I don't even want no heroin. Don't want no heroin. I'm gonna give me some marijuana because crack is whack. But I mean, who does that? I mean, that's the whole simplicity of how he was saying the stuff. And we were just looking at the show. Okay, like wow, for real, you said all this stuff. Joe Biden grabbed that podium like I can't rush him. Like if I was vice president, yeah, I can piece people up all day. The memes that was talking about me and Barack Obama, like I jump. Yeah, I would, I can, I am, I will. You know, yeah, he can do that. Vice president, you know, can throw the hand. The president can't. It's like the "Give Me the Loot" song with Notorious B.I.G. Ooh, Biggie, let me jack him out, kick him in the back, hit him with the gat. No, shorty, chill. Let me do that. So that's what he basically like saying. Now he really can't do nothing. Like, oh, he's saying wild stuff. Like, you didn't say this before. You know, you didn't say this when I can touch you. You know, where we can go out in the back of the Oval Office and, you know, fight in the same patch that George Washington grew hemp in. You know, we can't, you know, fight in a square garden. We can't do that. Now you want to say some stuff that is going to provoke me and make me want to come after you. Okay. You know, fine. Now, this is where I don't want to say karma comes in. I want to say, let's say science comes in. Science gonna come into this. You went all this time with no mask and this and that, and people that was next to you, it's like chess. This person go down, your rook get took, your knight get took, your bishop get took, your queen get took. That's it. After that, you know, your castle's done. But all this was happening, you know, how you say it, somatically, you know, just straight, just happening, just, you know, methodically. So now you're in a position. Okay, now I'm in the middle. I'm stuck in the middle because after the debate, Tuesday, Wednesday, shout out to South Park because they came out with the South Park pandemic special. You guys need to see that. That stuff is funny as I don't know what. And it kind of hit a lot of stuff to the point where they actually knew what this dude was going to do before he done it. Because Thursday, everybody's chilling. Everybody's cool. Nobody's talking about nothing, you know. I mean, Lizzo on Shade Room taking pictures. My homeboy Cam, what up, Cam? You know, he did a comedy show. You know, they got to the second round. Everything's good. I go to work or whatever, you know, normal day, you know. I'm fighting with the children. I'm throwing this baby over this way. I'm laying this kid down that way, you know, normal day. I get up, I leave, get in my car, go get something to eat, go do driving, get to my job, do a video. So check out the Roast Room episode 25 coming soon. 25. What up, Ferguson? So 25. Check that out. So as I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You guys doing the show, let me go clock in real quick. I'm just giving you my storyline. You guys doing the show, let me know. I'm gonna go clock in real quick, check my peoples, see what's up. I get up there, check people and all that like this, you know, a lot of stuff going on. So by the time I got through, my homeboy Sydney called. What up, Sydney? Now this dude, wow. This dude called me, right? It's a little tipsy. When I say a little tipsy, it's a lot. But nevertheless, that's here or there. That's my catchphrase. Here or there. Nevertheless, that's here or there. This dude sitting up there, kind of like, you can hear in his voice like emotional, like tears, like, man, did you hear him? Like, did I hear what? Donald Trump, like, what happened to him? He got COVID-19. I'm like, what? Man, get out of here. He don't got no COVID-19. He's like, yes, he do, man. He got COVID. I'm like, okay, let me call you right back. Go straight to Twitter. First thing, Donald Trump and Melania Trump got COVID-19. Oh, sugar smack. Wow, that I wasn't expecting that. That's deep. Wow, shoot. Now, this is on me to chip one. I'm not the type, even if people do me wrong, I'm not the type to wish bad things upon you, because karma is tricky. Karma's like the closest thing to death possible. You said sleep is the cousin of death. Yeah, but karma is the big brother of sleep. You know? So what I'm saying is, I won't wish nothing bad upon nobody or try to make something happen to somebody out of spitefulness, or it's a word I'm looking for, but spitefulness. But nevertheless, to do that, to let somebody get you to that point, it can go to vengeance or revenge. It's kind of like
Malice.
Oh, malice is a whole nother word. That's another level. I mean, that's another malice and loathe. That's that's kind of neck and neck. But you know, irregardless to that, what I'm saying is, I won't wish nothing upon somebody that I won't be able to handle myself if it happened to me. With that being said, there's a lot of people right now are actually celebrating this guy being sick, and you know, I can say it's karma, but same time, watch what you're celebrating, because it's like karma's over here doing this, like, you know what, I'm doing my job. You know, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. So I'm not going to say it's karma. I'm going to say science. You know, karma lets a lot of stuff happen. It's just so ironic that it happened. That's all karma did. Is like, no, I was just there to watch it happen. It was science and knowledge and facts and a lot of numbers. And that people didn't adhere to. So if you sit up there watching the person get caramelized, I'm gonna use that. I'm using that. I just gotta spell it differently. I'm using that. Caramelized. Karma will turn back on you and be looking at you like, wait a minute. This person just did this to you, and you sat there and built and holler with her, and I saw that, and I'm taking care of you, and you gonna go back and do this? I'll be with you in a moment. Karma comes to you and goes away from you and comes back to you again. Again, with that being said, it's ironic that he got it. He contracted it. But me personally, bottom of my heart, Latherial Phillips, host of the Petty Roast Show, proud member of Ferguson USA, HotTalkRadio.com. I call BS. I'm gonna tell you what happened. He caught a nice conversation, a nice debate. This is the first first time somebody brought it to him, room service under pressure. They rode on him like the people on roller skates at Sonic's and served him. They came up on him and just served him like Sonic. Joe Biden had questions, he had answers. This how you know when you got your stuff when you tight. This how your game is tight. When you're talking and you know you got the answer and the person over talks you, go ahead. Take the floor. And it's like I want you're so humble. It's like you're enlightened. It's kind of like almost. It's like I don't if the camera didn't go around Joe Biden's legs and around the podium, I thought he would be floating in the air with his legs crossed. I mean, he was just go ahead, say your point. Blah yeah 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 yeah. Okay, now, and he hit him with things like, okay, it got to the point where even the moderator was like, "Hey, Mr. Trump, let me, you're talking over the moderator, like I'm doing this, basically I'm the president, I can say what I want, you're asking me questions, I'm giving you answers, I don't have to be here." And actuality, he do not have to be there, not at all. He could have been like, "No, I don't want to talk to you," because I figured my campaign is real strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and challenge him. This is what the people want. I'm gonna go ahead and see him one time. What I got to lose? Well, you lost a lot because your face didn't cracked on TV. I mean, it was a lot of sweeping. I ain't never seen that many pieces of cracked face on the floor. I mean, it was just metaphorically, verbatim, just cracked on the floor. You're in a position that, wow, you got roasted. I mean, your jokes were funny, your jokes were pivotal, but this is the thing. He was hitting you with some facts and everything. He was hitting you with facts, like he was hitting with jokes and quotes and this and that. He was hitting you with some actual facts. Now it would have been two more debates. Not only was he going to hit you with some more facts, he was going to actually roast you. Now, Joe Biden been hanging with a lot of black people. Not saying, Donald Trump don't know how to roast, because he also used to hang with a lot of black people too. Donald Trump used to be so deep in hip hop that he took pictures with your favorite rappers. He was there at the parties with your favorite rappers. He threw parties for your favorite rappers. I was shocked myself when he ran for the presidency. I'm like, wait a minute, ain't this the guy that was on Soul Train, dancing down the line? Go look it up on YouTube. Donald Trump was on Soul Train. Is this the same guy that was in this video and that video? This is the same guy? It's like, it confuses you. But, like I said a while ago, I actually think he got this presidency on a bet. He didn't think that people was gonna vote for him, and sure as skunk stink. I could have said something else, but both of those. Sure as it stinks, he got elected. I didn't elect him. I didn't elect him. I said elect him. I did not elect him. But some poltergeist entity beyond our spiritual realm made this happen. So now imagine if you was president, what would you go through? How would you do it and all this stuff? So now if I would have came, let's just say if I was in a bingo contest with $10 million, I've never played it before, and everybody been coming up there for years and this and that, they making their business. I'm just gonna write these little numbers down, throw it to the side, whatever, man. I'm just chilling. My numbers come in, and I win all this $1 million. I will be a target. I've been coming here all this time, and then I'll be a target. I gotta hurry up and get out of town. So, not saying that he's gotta hurry up and get out of town, but he's gotta hurry up and get out this presidency. This is something he didn't want to do from the beginning. He had no choice. That's why he's running the country like a corporation, which it is. That's why it's been run the way it is. A country is a country, you know. A corporation is a corporation, but when you combine the two, um, you can call it a few names, but it's like a economical island. So he's for some odd reason, 2 days after the debate, he got COVID. I'm like, he didn't have COVID before. I mean, he tests pop. I mean, he tests people every day, this and that. And the person, wow, his advisor, the lady, I can't think of her name, she tested positive first. I mean, all I gotta say is this. Let me take another chip. It's a small one. All I gotta say is this. Donald Trump, PR team is like the greatest on earth because I would never concoct that. Look, man, you didn't got roasted. You didn't got ether. Look, you got 2 more debates. He's gonna smoke. He's gonna do you in. You can't go up against him. What can I do? You can't back out of it neither. What can I do? Tell him you got COVID. I'm not telling him I got COVID. I'm not. Yes, you got COVID, Mr. Trump. President Trump, you got COVID. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Okay, matter of fact, you got COVID also. I don't know how you got it, but by you hanging with him all the time, by he being your advisor, you gave it to him. We'll deal with you later. You got it from your advisor. She has it. You have to take one for the team, sweetie. You have to take one for the team. You have to, hey, we got you. Just, be cool. You know what, dang. And that's why when you pick a option as far as in, I'd rather have one of the most dangerous virus on the planet instead of just, being a man or being a person or being honest about your convictions and just step up to the mic and just say what the people want to hear and just say what you got to say. I'd rather you just came out and just been like real, what do you have to lose? You say a lot of stuff. Sometimes you got to show and prove. This is your chance to actually put it out there. You blew it. I mean, you put enough stuff out there for people to adhere to understand, like, okay, we finally heard you say it. Stand down, but stand by. It's like, point your guns towards the floor. I ain't tell you can't hold your guns or nothing, but just point them down towards the floor, And it's like, don't put it on safety, but don't put your finger on the trigger. Just you giving me, don't stand down but stand by. Or somebody told me that, like, okay, if you was out, I'm gonna use a wild scenario. If you was out on if you was ready to pick a girl up for a date, and she was like, and you're from the military, and you about to take a girl on a date, and she's like, you know what? We supposed to be at this restaurant in like 30 minutes. Where you at? My ETA is 15 minutes. Like, okay, but the appointment's in 30 minutes. I will be there shortly. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'll drive my car up there and I'll meet you up there. You know what, ma'am? Stand down and stand by. Okay. Meaning, this is not the plan at first, but wait till further instructions. Or wait till I get there to brief you. So when I get there, or when I see you, or when I talk to you, or when I correspond with you, I'm giving you some type of intel. Stand down or stand by. Okay, that right there, it kind of went downhill for him. Any political advisor was like, man, this slap in the head. You got Republicans. It's like, I wouldn't even say that stuff. It's like, hey, I agree with everything he says, but I won't say it. It's kind of like, I'm glad he's saying it for us, but now this is out in the open. What are we gonna do about the other stuff? It's like now you it's not even division no more. It's kind of like we can't be divided on racism anymore. We have to actually come together on common sense and knowledge. I mean, if people are smart as they say they are, I mean, you have a lot of people talk a lot of stats and statistics about, racism and a lot of stuff. Police have done this. Black people have done that. Police have done this to black people. Black people have done that to police. Hispanic people have done this to police. Police have done this to Hispanic people. Black people and Hispanic people together can do this to a lot of police officers. I mean, police officers consist of many cultures and races and genders and creeds and sexualities and religion. It's like basically being a human. I don't know. Like when you swear and take an oath to serve and protect, it's kind of like, do you swear if you see somebody in the street, whether they black or white, getting beat up by another guy, whether they black or white, or they could be brown or any other color. If you see this person beating this person up, will you intervene and stop the aggressor from aggressing this person so it won't be no incidents? Yeah, I promise. Okay. Now, if you see somebody robbing a bank, no matter what color, would you stop them? Yes, I will. Okay. Now, if you see somebody touching a child or hurting a child or harming a child, would you step into? Yes, I would. Regardless of what color now, white or black. You're like, yes, I would. Okay, that's it. When you take that oath, it's like your morals are you're like a moral compass. It's like, I know it's right, I know it's wrong. I must do what's best. Doing what's best is meaning do what is for the greater. It's not best and worst. It's best and greatest. So when you do your best, you're doing your greatest. You're trying to. You're not going to do your best and do your worst. So with that being said, to live say you got COVID-19, I'm saying he's lying. I'm not going to say don't have it. I'm just going to say now. Me personally, he actually has to go on a ventilator. He actually has to be in a hospital. He actually has to be quarantined. They actually have to show pictures of something to stress the fact that he's sick. Because if you're sick, regardless of who you are, even prisoners of war even soldiers have sympathy for some prisoners of war. Depending on the situation. I could have a soldier of war. A soldier could have decimate a whole village over here, but it might be that one child that you might have a heart for, some emotions for, just because that's who he is. He's following orders, but at the same time, following orders is not, apparently, some cases are not good. In this case, it should have been the best for him. Following orders. All he had to do was just wear a mask over his face. Not on his chin. It wasn't a chin guard. It was it worked a little better if you raise it up a little bit on your face and pull it back on you, and yeah, there you go. So what's the point of wearing a mask if you're not using it? I guess I wear one. I got one in my pocket. I keep it with me. Okay, fine. You keep it with you. Now, you don't even need the mask. Well, you do need the mask because you don't want to get nobody else sick if you so-called got COVID. But if you do have so-called COVID, you need to quarantine yourself. And You owe us, the people of the United States, an explanation of, are you okay? Are you fine? What is going on? What is your status? What is your condition? Because I'll be gosh dang if he goes 14 days. Today is the 2nd of October. I'll be gosh dang if he go 14 days, which the next debate was on the 15th of October. He did it right before midnight. I'll be gosh dog if he beats COVID. You mean to I promise you, on October 16th or 17th, if I hear Donald Trump, is clear, COVID, whatever. So you trying to tell me these young kids, these young athletes, some of these stars that was actually healthy, vegans, eating right, drinking right, non-smoking, non-drugs, exercising every day, immune system is very strong. You mean to tell me that these people succumb before you? And since you all allegedly got it, now what we're gonna do? Are we gonna take that pill you was taking before, which you shouldn't have been taking, or now are you gonna introduce the new antidote, the new vaccine? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You know what? It's like you work so much in health and medical field, whatever. You even forget what you're gonna say. You know the words is right there on the tip of your tongue. Thank you. Vaccine. Okay. You release the vaccine. Now you're basically. I'm not gonna say you're gonna tell the American public to take the vaccine or you got the cure and you took it. Who's to say you took it? Because you say you took it. Yeah, I took it. I took it a long time ago. I feel fine now. Me and Melina took it. I gave it to the kids and they took it. Gave it to my daughter. Gave it to Mike Pence, his wife. Gave it to McCullough. Everything's good. Sir, you lied on your taxes. I need to see you take the shot. I'm not tripping off the taxes. That's fine. People lie on their taxes all the time. I mean, $750. Only thing I just want to know is what write-offs did you use? Because if you're a president of the United States and before then you was a billionaire banker, and you had to pay $750, you owe $750. And like all stuff, you owe $750. Like, damn. I know I'll get some money back. If you just owe $750 out of billions of dollars, I know I'm going to get some money back. This is like, please, this guy that done your taxes, he actually needs to teach everybody else. He actually needs to have a university to teach these taxes. It's not so much going against the government. It's like the government not going to tell you too much about it. Only thing they're going to do is like, you did wrong, we're going to audit you. So if you do it right, only thing I'm like, you got me. Here you go. You know what? You keep doing this stuff right, whatever. It'll make our job easier. Matter of fact, it almost make us obsolete. You know what? I tell you what. You do what you do. I'm not gonna catch you right now. But if I have to come and get you, I'm gonna be slow, and you just stop doing what you're doing. Okay. Because I'm gonna run out of the job because that's what's going on. So, if I knew I couldn't do nothing, if I knew I couldn't beat somebody, it's like a fight. If I got into an argument with somebody, like, hey man, I'm gonna see you at this time, at this place, or whatever, and I'm like, dang, I'm gonna lose. Or better yet, we fought. We fought to the point where the whole world was watching us fight. And at the same time, the whole world's watching us fight. Half the world's holding me back, half the world's holding him back. They're going to fight. That's the inevitable. They're gonna fight. Now, when I say fight, I mean, debate or supposed to have debate. Now, if I was trying to get out of something that I knew I was gonna lose, I fake sick. My stomach hurt. My head hurt. My throat hurt. My nose hurt. I feel warm. I feel cold. I got the chills. You know what? You might do have COVID. You just might. You just got through mentioning the symptoms. You just might. Scared, afraid, yellow back. I mean, all that stuff is mentioned of COVID. Especially if you're using it for as in this. So, it is a smart move by him to tell the world that he has a dangerous virus instead of just telling the world that he's scared to debate or he can't debate because he has no pivotal points. But again, to tell the world that you have a deadly virus just so you don't have to debate, that says a lot about you, and it says a lot about your opponent. It says a lot about a lot of things. I mean, I'm not knocking nobody, supporting nobody. Do what you do. But I'm just saying, you will want to go for the stronger candidate. The candidate that will stand eye to eye through adversity. A candidate that not just lead but follows. A candidate that basically will put himself on a line for his people. Candidate that's basically going to tell you what you want to hear, tell you what you need to hear, and tell you how you're going to hear it. A candidate's going to be for the people. A candidate's going to be the people. When you have countries not divided, have the country in divided in sections. It's a lot of sections. It's not just black, white. It's black people that do this. It's black people that don't do that. It's black people that say this. It's black people that say that. And there's white people that says this. And there's white people that says that. There's white people that do this. And the white people that don't do that. And I mean, it's the same thing. Then it's not, as you think about it, I don't want to sound racist when I say that, but it's like the most educated people in the world are not racist. I mean, because I can't see logic and racism coinciding. It makes a lot of sense. It's like you can't be logic and racist. I mean, you're smart as far as in you might know history. Everybody knows math, everybody knows English, but you might know history. And as far as in history, a lot of people know a lot of history about a lot of stuff. And a lot of people don't. That's why on Ancestry.com, you was like, I know I'm German or Irish or whatever. I just want to see how much. And, I'm going to tell you my great-grandfather's name because that's a lot of language. So when you trace his name and go back, like, oh, dang, I was the actual king of Scotland. I thought it was Forrest Whitaker, but it's actually me. Huh. Okay. They made a movie about me. They were talking about me. But certain people can't do that. So it's off topic. It's kind of coincides. You see where I'm coming from, but it goes back to what I'm saying. Racism is not logical. So for him to debate Joe Biden on some logic, it would be asinine. You won't be able to beat Joe Biden in a debate being who you are. It's good for show that you showed up. It's good for face that you came out there and you did and you said what you said. I mean, you were getting ate up. If you have followers, if you have people that say like, oh, he's gonna say this, he's gonna say that, it's like if you follow Trump after today, it's not like you're following logic. I'm not gonna say you're following ignorance, but it's more where your base. I mean, tell me where the logic is or whatever, for as in what he's saying and how it's gonna improve me and you. And if you can't give me the answer other than a dance around question and you still support the stuff, I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, you want me to stand down but stand by? I mean, it's like, I don't mean that.